All right, we're going to take a look at the Rochester, Minnesota market report for April 2014. So the stats will be through March 31st of each of these years. We're actually going to look all the way back to 2008 so we can actually get some perspective as to where we are. So the first category we're going to look at is sold listings. So year to date through March 31st, we are currently at 317. This is for all of Rochester, Minnesota residential. So that is down 7.3% from last year where we were at 342. It's up a little bit from 2012. We were at 310. To give you some perspective, our lowest was in 2010, so we were at 237. So basically about 80 homes increased since 2010 through March. So we did get off to a little slow start here in 2014 compared to last year, but just to give you some perspective, all the way back to 2008 is where we really started seeing that downturn in the market, and we've seen how we've rebounded, and now we're down a little bit for sold listings here in 2014, and you'll be able to see some stats here that we're going to show you that's going to show you probably what is causing that, and that is our lack of inventory where we are much needed. So next category we're going to take a look at is the average sale price for Rochester, Minnesota. So again, this is through March 31st, and year to date we are at 183, and that is down 0.2% from last year where we were at 184. It's up almost 10 grand from 2 years ago, up a significant amount from basically about 15-16 grand from 3 years ago in 2011. And then our lowest we hit was in 2011 at that 167. So the peak of it was in 2008. We dropped, and we've been rebounding, and we're basically steady here compared to last year at 0.2% for the average sale price. Next one we're going to take a look at, and this is unbelievable how this has dropped over the years. To watch this from 2008 increase and then decrease. So our average sold days on the market are currently at 86 through March. So that's down almost 22% versus last year where we were at 110, and then 139. Our peak was 152. So almost half the amount of time homes are staying on the market that are selling. So that is a significant drop here in Rochester. So something to keep an eye on and see what happens here in the future months. The last category we're going to take a look at, and this is very telling of what we need in Rochester right now, and that is our active listings. We are currently down 15.2% in our active inventory versus last year. We were at 545 as of March 31st. We were at 643 last year. And just look at back to 2010, we had 1,200 homes on the market during 2010 at March, and now we're at 545. So almost tripled a third of the homes on the market from 2010. So it's a significant drop, and something again we're going to very much keep our eyes on, and hopefully the spring market comes around here and we get some more homes on the market, because that is definitely what's causing the lower days on the market that we're seeing, and also the lack of sales as well. We just don't have enough homes to keep up with what we did in the past year. Give you a little bit more perspective on this. This is showing us a timeline since March of 08 of our inventory, what happens with it, and we can see the seasonality and what happens every single spring. So in the yellow, we're seeing what happened in each of the Marches in the past year. So we were at 545, we were at 643, 846, 1080, 1209. And we can see in April, we experienced a huge increase in our inventory every April that has happened. And it's been a little less severe in the last 3 years. We can see that it goes up here, not as severe as it did in 2011. And then 2013 is not as severe as 2012. And we're just starting to hit that market right now, so we're going to be able to keep an eye on here what happens in 2014. So that's a quick market rundown for Rochester, Minnesota residential stats. Go to kwrochester.com or contact us at 507-424-4422.